Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 30 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of... Oh my goodness, there's a lot of ground here. Project Architect 2. There's like a real lot of ground here. Oh, that's what's been shooting at me. I got you now, drowned. Look, I got an Uber bow and y'all don't. Just letting you know what the score is. Dire a lot, you guys not a lot. So I've come over here, because I think this is an ocean ruin. And there should be some chests in here, maybe. That could lead to some buried treasure. Buried treasure map? Oh, yes. Excellent. Sweet. Okay, cool. And then a music disc, and that's all cool. But you, and awesome. Alright, organize. Any other buried treasure maps? Do I have this Prismarine? I don't, actually. So I'll take it? Yes. Excellent. Alright, nice. What else we got around here? By way of stuff and things. I might just vein mine out, like, the whole bunch of bricks and everything, because I don't want to miss any treasure chests like this. Those are nice. Those are EMCable. That's all good. Yeah. Okay, cool. And I found another buried treasure map. Awesome. Okay. I'm just going to make sure that I got everything here, because it looks like there's another one here. I want to get all the buried treasure maps I can find. Ooh, and an unlearned. Ooh, a Starbucks. Okay, I'll take that. That's cool. Alright, so there was this structure, there was that structure. I don't think there was much in this general area, but a little vein mining of gravel couldn't hurt. Okay. Oh, nope, there was one hiding. Look at that. Oh, and another buried treasure map. Excellent. Alright, and then there was this structure, and then there was this structure, which I looted, and I feel like this structure, which I looted. Now, there's definitely a little bit of a thing here, which makes me think... Oh, yep, there's a thing. I just want to get some air real quick. I did put respiration on my hat. But yep, one more treasure chest. And another buried treasure map. Okay, awesome sauce. Now, how do the buried treasure maps exactly technically work? Right? That's the real question, is how exactly do buried treasure maps work? Now, these buried treasure maps are from supplementaries, so I don't think that they're the normal ones. So, like, ideally, I would find... I guess I'll right-click it. Oh, hello. So it's south of us, and I don't know what that structure is, but if we head due south, I'll come back when I get there. Alright, looks like we're getting somewhere. So what do you think this is gonna be? Is this buried treasure? Like, I'm right on top of whatever it is. Oh, it is buried treasure. Awesome. Okay. Cool. Heart of the Sea. That's what I came for. That's exactly what I was looking for this whole time. Yeah, Dyer just found Heart of the Sea. That is awesome. Which is EMCable. I'm just saying. EMCable, Heart of the Sea. I'm excited by all of that news. Because I don't know that RNG has ever been this kind to me. Typically, I'm like, I'm gonna go look for a thing, and we have to try like 6 times before Minecraft RNG decides it's gonna be cool. This time, it was just cool from the get-go. Wow, how cool is that? And we've got a bunch of other treasure maps that we can use in the future if we so determine that we need to. But we got a Heart of the Sea, which is cool. Why did I want a Heart of the Sea? I hear you asking yourselves, which is a good question, which is a fair and valid question. I have nothing against that question. I think that I would also be asking that question. A Heart of the Sea can be used for a lot of things. Boom. Most specifically, it can be used for a conduit, which is going to need Nautilus shells. So guess what I found out while observing how things are working. So I let this thing run for a few minutes. And by the way, conduits also have EMC. And I'm like, I came over here to check out how much dark matter I had accumulated. And I'm like, there's way less dark matter than I would expect. So then I stood here. And I'm like, I ain't seeing no blazes. A little closer. Blazes. Okay, cool. Back up a little bit. Ain't no blazes. Get a little closer. Blazes. And they should be spawning every 40 to 60 ticks, which is every 2 to 3 seconds. So like every 2 or 3 seconds we should be seeing a blaze spawn, which we are when we're within range. So I was under the impression Dragon Egg meant, you know, ignores conditions. That includes the condition of a player needs to be not. No. No. So now we're cooking. And I should no longer need to stand near there, and I can be like back here, and if we watch, blazes are spawning. So I learned something today. Dragon Egg does not mean you don't need players nearby. You still need players nearby. I don't know what conditions means then. Like, because it says ignores conditions, right? What condition? I don't know. Whatever. It's all good. We have lots of blazes happening, and that's cool, right? Yeah. And they're staying inside the room. And now we should be getting lots of dark matter. So I want to do like a race. So 8 dark matter there, 9 dark matter here. So before I fix that, I feel like the race was pretty even keel, which is cool. And let's just make sure everybody chunk claimed. Yep. Okay. So in theory now, that thing should be producing a lot of EMC for us, which is awesome. All right, great. So we got Heart of the Sea. That knocked that off. We got Conduit. That knocked that off. What should we do? Good question. I think what I wouldn't mind doing, let's... do I need Infinite Stake at this point? Because what I could probably do from Project E, I bet I could get the combination thingy, this guy. Lifestone. So there's Body Stone, which will fill your hunger. Soulstone, which will fill your health, and then Lifestone restores both hunger and hearts, half a heart and shank every 0.2. But that's on a pedestal, right? But that shouldn't be too bad. We're just going to need some red matter. So 4 red matter. Cool. So I want you. And I want you. And then we combine these two. And I'll teach you just for funsies. And are you a necklace slot? Necklace slot, necklace slot, necklace slot. Sweet. I'm going to put you there. Because I think Curio slot can accept any thing. So is that going to just like keep my saturation full? This is one of those like, how does the saturation thing work? Does it keep me at a certain level? Does it just fill me up enough? Do I get the gold things? Do I need to turn it on? That's an exceptional question. There we go. Now we're cooking. Just going to see what this does. Now, it should also work from my necklace slot. But I just want to see. That's cool. Keeping me healed. And I assume that it will similarly keep me saturated, but not... Oh! So once it gets low, it fills me all the way up. I'm cool with that. I'm okay with that. That's cool by me. That's kind of neat. Okay. Cool. Awesome. And now, just for fun, we already have 11 dark matter. We already have 11. I just cleared that a moment ago. There was no cut in the recording there. I just cleared that out a minute ago. There was no... You guys saw that, right? That's a lot of dark matter. I'm going to probably have to upgrade that to a red matter storage rather than a dark matter storage. That is awesome. Okay. We are exceptionally cruising right now. And we could probably even speed it up if I checked out this Souls thing, which I definitely want to check out Industrial Foregoing Souls. It's a thing that's going to have to happen sooner than later. Though I wouldn't mind checking out alkahestry. So, like, how impossible would it be to get one of these tomes of alkahestry? If I wanted one, what am I missing? So I've got Molten Core, Witch Hat. Eye of the Storm is one of the drops from charged creepers. So we're going to need to charge a creeper and get him to drop, right? Now, real quick, there's an enchant for this guy. Severing significantly increases the chance of reliquary drops. And it's level 9, so that's cool. You can go on there, right? 81 levels! Ooh, that's gonna sting. Ooh, that's a lot of levels. But we do it, because that's how we roll. And then we're gonna need, like, a lightning generator, right? Because I need to get a creeper and get him charged with lightning. So how? Ooh, Glyph of Lightning. I could make that happen. Yes. All right, there's other ways to make lightning happen. Swift Wolves also can shoot lightning, can't it? I mean, in fairness, yes. In fairness, yes. I believe it can. Now that I'm remembering my Project E. Yep, that's a thing. So we find a charged creeper, which I could, like, try and capture one at my mob farm. Why bother? I'm just going to go make it, nighttime and find a charged creeper. Speaking of things in the base, right? I've got a Feral Flare Lantern. Is there a torch? Mega Torch. Thank you. I would also like to prevent mob spawns in and around my immediate base, because that's a good plan, right? So now I'm going to fly out here, though, and we can get a creeper, get him with one of these, and then we should get that charged creeper drop, which will be cool because it's EMCable, so I can 100%, store that thing for later. I'm liking this pack. It's so different. There's lots of cool... Oh, I see a creeper. See a creeper on the map. Where are you at, creeper? Where are you at? He's hiding from me. That's where he's at. He's hiding underground, which makes me suspect that Lightning and him ain't going to be friends. Can you Lightning Enderman? I don't even know. Kind of curious, though. There's a creeper. Did I get one? I did. I did. Eye of the Storm. Nice. That is cool. Okay. You go away. You can be re-equipped. And now we're cool. All right. Next up. So I want the Tome of Mastery. So we're going to want Witch Hat, Molten Core, Catalyzing Gland. Right? Witch Hat, Molten Core, Catalyzing Gland, and Eye of the Storm, Slime Pearl, Chisaria thing. Right? Slime Pearl, Eye of the Storm. Yoinks. And Reliquary? Alkahestry? Doohickey? Didn't I just get those, or am I crazy? Did I put them in here? I did, yes. Okay, so I don't need you no more. I just need you. Cool. Uses its charge to duplicate items. Right-click to read, shift right-click to toggle auto-absorb. Perform basic... Right. Right. Now what this does is we can charge it with redstone or glowstone, right? Redstone blocks being the fastest way to charge it. Redstone is 64, glowstone is 384. Redstone is therefore more efficient to charge with than glowstone, right? In terms of an EMC perspective. So if we're going to charge it, we should get a bunch of redstone. and that'll build up a charge. Cool. And then we can use this guy to duplicate stuff. That's cool, right? Including diamonds, right? Including nether stars. So like what I should do is see if there's any clever dupableness, right? So it takes 64 redstone to make a diamond, right? Because each redstone is 1 point, right? Am I right on that? Right? Each redstone is 1 point. Yeah. So 64 redstone. So 64 times 64 is 4096. Okay? And a diamond is 8192. So technically, if we make diamonds out of my Tome of Alkahestry, that's an EMC loop. Okay? But is there a better one? Right? Because, for example, gold is dupable with 32. So it takes 32 redstone to get a piece of gold, and 4 gold makes a diamond. So I'm going to say that that is not an improvement, right? Because it'll cost 32 times 4 to make a diamond is 128. So that's probably a break-even recipe. Okay. Is there anything else in here that's like pretty cool? It takes 4 redstone to make a lapis. That's actually not terrible. 4 redstone to make a lapis. That's a pretty big EMC dupe. That's like a really good EMC dupe. Because that's 864 minus redstone, which is 32. Right? No, 64. Redstone 64? Right. So 64 times 4 is 256. So that's kind of better than double, right? Yeah. That's better than triple. Like, that's kind of cool. Okay, so Lapis is a contender. What else do we got in here that might be a good contender? Like, Diamond, I feel like, is the obvious one, but Lapis is definitely better, in my opinion. Yeah, I think Lapis is the way to play this, right? I don't think this will be worth it because charcoal is not that expensive. Lapis definitely is where I'm leaning. Yeah. So let's see if we can automate that. Does that sound cool? Because what I should be able to do is take a lapis, right? And let's get an RF Tools crafter. Now the trick will be, can I get you to absorb redstone automatically? That will be the true trick. How do I get this thing filled with redstone in an automatable manner? Now, this is just a test, but what I'm going to do is be like you, and you're going to be external C, right? You two, external C, apply. And if I do that, external. So what I could do, so that does internal, right? But I do want it to eventually external, right? So what I could do, the way you'd probably want to do this is something like, you know what we'll do is we'll do that many and we'll remember it, and then we'll close these guys off with a remembrance. Okay? So then what we can do is we basically feed Lapis in and pull Lapis out. And that would be a dupe, right? Let's demonstrate that real quick. And by the way, you should also be remembering. Okay. So I get my Tome of Alkahestry, right? And we're probably going to want to do this with blocks of redstone. So what I'm going to do is get a block of redstone and teach it. There's no reason not to at this point, aside from the fact that you're turned on. So yeah, let's not do that. Do you have EMC? Yeah, but I don't think you can absorb the large blocks. So we'll do that, and we'll do that, and then I turn this on, and he absorbs blocks at a time, so that's really quick, right? And then we absorb more blocks. Okay. So let's demonstrate it this way, because we should probably show how much we have, right? So remember, please, thank you. Boop, boop, boop. Right? And we keep the lapis in there. Oh, that's why you're not remembering. Because I'm shift clicking it, that's removing. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, you ready? So then we put all this in here, right? And we're at 66,565. 66,565. Might as well get all the digits. 811. 564, 811. Cool. Okay. Then we get a stack of redstone out. That gets absorbed into the book. And then we get 4 stacks of lapis out. Okay. And we let this run until the book runs out of charge, which it just did. Okay. And then we put it all in, and we're at 66,555. Oh, right, because I didn't account for these guys still being in here. Right. Because remember, I removed these. So, like, let's pretend that, like, they don't count. 66,651. So we got like 100,000 EMC just from that little transaction. Now the trick will be, how do we charge the tome? Can we get you to charge? Like if I put redstone in here, I don't suspect you're going to behave yourself, right? I'm going to say no. And I better put this back in here, otherwise he's going to get all usy. Yeah, so he's not going to charge. So how can I get you to charge? That will be the trick. And not be in the player's inventory. Is there a way to charge this outside the player's inventory? You know what I'm thinking is you can actually do this here, can't you? Can I do this? Remember and redstone? So you with this? Oh, you can. Oh, that's cool. It doesn't have to absorb. It can make it in the crafter. And that can be external C or internal. Maybe. Ah, that's cool. Okay, now we have a plan. So if I do this, and I do this, and I tell you on to activate for a minute, and I take this out and I hit remember and I put you back. Okay. So now I turn you on and speed fast. I like this. I'm liking this a lot. All right, so now what we're going to want is an EMC link, but you can only do 4 items a second, so how big of a deal is that? Not too big of a deal. So what if we did... I don't like that either. To do this. I don't love that plan either. Sorry, thinking about how we can handle things. Because we're going to want a lot of transfer speed for this. Because if we can make it really fast, that would be cool. So what I could say, let's do energy condenser. Can I get the Mark II energy condenser? Ooh, that's really expensive. 9.74 million EMC. Oh my goodness, you need red matter blocks and dark matter blocks? Woo! What did I ever do to you? Well, today's that kind of day where we give this a shot. Now, because this is going to have EMC, we can always convert it back. Right? I think yes. So you can be upgraded then. And then you can be learned then. And let's see what we can see. All right, now this is going to be a little bit ridiculous. I'm going to try with like a regular energy condenser. And if this doesn't work, I might go with the other one. Okay, but here's where I'm at. Laser IO. Okay, you're going to target lapis. No, we're going to need 2. I'm probably going to move this, but I'm testing this in this current setup, and then we'll go from there. Okay, this is like test mode. Can this open with the thing above it? Good. Okay, so you're going to target redstone. You're going to target lapis. Okay, 864 and 576. You're going to go here, and on the down, okay, you are going to extract on. You're going to extract lapis, okay? And on the up, well, actually on the down, you're going to do, right, on the down, you're going to extract lapis really fast, round robin true, okay? And then on the up, you're going to insert on blue. And on the, what direction is that? West. West, you're going to insert on blue. And then on this side, you're going to insert on blue. And that should be cool. Okay, so watch what happens when I start. But this guy should be a low priority, maybe? I don't know if the low priority will work with it being in round robin mode. And you should be dark matter targeted. Okay. So you can have a stack, and let's see what happens. Now, alternatively, we're going to have to stock this dude with a certain amount of redstone and glow and lapis, but that's going to come from those two. So let's see what happens. I put that in there. And you did not behave the way I would have expected you to. Okay, on up, blue, insert. On down, extract on blue, round robin true. Okay, let's tell you not to do that no more. And then we do this. Why are you not inserting? Oh, because you're targeting lapis. Right, we don't want to target lapis. Right, that's why you're not allowed to insert into there. Right, right, right. Okay, okay, cool. You're actually going to be a chest, and your up will be a high priority. Yes, and we're not going to round robin you. Okay, so what we're going to do, you ready for this? Okay, no round robin. Okay, priority 1 will be inserting into the chest above with a filter for lapis. That will be 2 stacks. Okay. So up will be a high priority. West will be a medium priority. And east will be the lowest priority. So it'll make sure there's 2 stacks in here first. If there are, then it'll fill this up. Once this fills up with redstone and backstuffs, it'll start converting to here. Okay? And then on the down, we are going to want more of you. And probably more of you. Do you not know how to make those? You should be on the maker list. Cool. Okay. So on the down, you are going to stock on blue. I may not need. We'll see. We'll see. I might need 2 stocking cards, and if I do, this'll tell me, right? Redstone, a stack or 2, and lapis, a stack or 2. Okay. So on down, your stalker can also be overclocked. Cool. Cool. Okay. It sees that as a stack. I can solve that. Not that it's a big deal, but I can do that and that. And now we'll be at 64 and 64. Cool? Okay. So now I give you lapis. And 1 stack should be enough. Cool. So now this lapis is not converting fast enough, which is why we need the energy condenser Mark II. Right. So let's do this. This. You target redstone. He's not stocking fast enough. So how about the down? You will only stock lapis. Okay, I'm going to put an overclocker card in here. I'm actually want 2 overclocker cards is technically all I need, right? And that'll let me do 3 cards at a time. And then you're going to stock from blue. This guy was lapis, so this guy should be redstone. And you should also be overclocked. How cool is that? So now all the lapis is filling up in there, right? We're always keeping 2 stacks of lapis up here, putting any excess lapis in here. Once this thing backstuffs on redstone, you know what I should do is I should keep, how about on the west, you will keep lapis 512. Because I have a sneaking suspicion that you will like overflow or something at some point. Redstone. Oh, right. You are allowed always keep 1 redstone in there. How's that? So now you're allowed to do redstoney things, right? And then you'll reduce down to 512, and then some of your lapis, right, will convert into more redstone, and when that happens, we'll get some lapis in there. And you are clearly going to need to Mark II. Okay. Because you are also not going to be fast enough. That is not terrible. That might be red matter targeted. Well, that might be a smart. Is that not terrible? I feel like that's pretty not terrible. That's pretty good, right? So yeah, what's happening is he's keeping his 512 in here, right? And any excess lapis being produced is going to the right. So like every now and then, some lapis, you can see it there, it was blue for a sec. See, it's constantly refilling with redstone. It's occasionally sending lapis over there. It's keeping this lapis there. And that is cool. Huh? Eh? Do we like? I'm pretty sure Laser IO is not allowed to insert into the same inventory it pulls out of. So we can't tell it to like insert into here. Pretty sure I have it set that way. Because it was very weird when that happened. But that is not a bad EMC machine. That is not a bad EMC machine. See, you get to come up with these fun little automations to make like, look, we're making lots of EMC now. That's a cool one. You guys are going to have to let me know if you like this, because I think it's neat. I think it's very cool. Now, while we're at it, let's go see how all our EMC machines are going. So you're at like 12. You're at like, not bad, a little over 64 and a half. But I think this one's even better than the previous one, right? Like, this one's even better than my Blaze farm. Because we made like a stack of dark matter pretty quick here. We're getting a dark matter like every few seconds. That ain't too shabby. I should move this somewhere. What I should do is have like an EMC generation area. Like we should make a building where all our EMC maps to, and we can move this setup into there. We can move this setup into there. And we could probably we won't move this setup into there, obviously, but we could pipe all the dark matter out of this area, right? And that would be, you know, pretty cool. Like, I could probably just clear out this area with my destruction. I like that plan. Right, so depth. Down. And up. Cool. Okay, so you guys aren't really needed. You can go away. And then what we could have is like a little, like a factory floor type setup here for all our EMC productions. And we'll move this thing over to there, and we'll move this thing over there, and anything else that's going to be producing a lot of EMC could all go into that building. Does that sound like a fun kind of a plan? I mean, I like it. It sounds cool. By the way, what quest did I complete? I think it was the Mark II, yeah, energy condenser. Sweet. I got a basic EMC Link Mark I as a quest reward. Not terrible. Not super exciting, but cool, right? And this is on fast mode, so like he's running, he's chugging to chug along. We're using a healthy amount of forge energy for that, but remember, we're producing 8,000 RF a tick from this thing. So like, we're good, right? One of these meters tells me that. Yeah, generates 8,000 forge energy per tick. So, look, already another stack of dark matter. Like, this thing has almost already paid back the cost of making the Mark II energy condensers. Right? I think it has, because we're at 70 million now. Like, I'm pretty excited by this. This is really cool. And it looks neat. If I really wanted to be fancy, I could do that. And that. And that. And that. Just a little bit fancier looking, right? Yeah. That is super cool. Okay. I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to let that run for a sec and see where we're at episode-wise. All right. So it is wrapping up point for the episode. So we're going to do that. I'll come back next episode, potentially make this lovely structure over here that's going to be my EMC area. And like I said, we'll feed this guy over, we'll move this thing over, and we'll just feed all EMC producing stuff into that area. And then that'll be cool, I think. All right, for now, Ultimately signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. The plan is to come back next episode and bake that building. And then also, I'd like to automate dumping this stuff into an EMC link, right? Which should not be hard to do at all. Especially if I target red matter, we'll be making way less than 1 item per second. So it'll be no problem. Yeah, that's the plan. For now, Ultimately sign off. Take it easy.